All right, says we're live. Hello, how are we? Are we doing well? Is it a good Sunday for us? Or Monday if you're across the date line. But hello. Hope you're doing well. Had a visit this morning from brother's family. So we had a couple hours with the kids and lunch with them. And so that was fun. A fun distraction from from everything else. It's good. It's I'm enjoying spending time with the family. And now that the weather is nice, we can do more stuff outdoors. And I mean, we do have pollen still, but the pollen is not as bad as it was a couple days ago, which is nice. So today was a fantastic time to spend some outdoor time. But yeah, so I'm excited. Today is a hopefully really good writing today. I have done some of my normal prep work. So yesterday I went ahead and set up this next week in my planner, as well as put some stickers on the April thing. So I've got next week already ready to go, all decorated and whatnot. I don't have any of my sort of like to-do checklist for the things that I want there, but that is for the most part already set up. So I'm happy with that. I do have to do a couple things in my bullet journal, so I'm hoping that I will go ahead and finish that in the first sprint, and then I'll be ready to write. So I've got my Scrivener document already open because I'm working in Scrivener for the shiny new idea. On the first, I worked on the project that I had intended to work on, and then I went to the store in the evening, and as I was pulling into the drive on my way back, I got a shiny new idea, and I was like, oh, okay. So I have a shiny new idea that I'm at least trying to get the bones of out so that I can not pay as much attention to it and then go back to the intended project. But we shall see. We shall see. I did also yesterday, I made some new timers, so we are going to use those, and both of them apparently have a color blue theme, and I'm also wearing blue today, so apparently blue is one of my favorite colors, and that is what we'll be using. I have lit some candles, you can see kind of in the background there, and I also have a pillar candle in front of me. So we're going to do our best not to spill them. But yes, so I have some candles lit for inspiration, and we are hopefully ready to go. But yeah, okay, so Jordan stopped by and said, "I won't let you destroy my world." It's a quote from Dragon Ball Z, your friend, from the character from Goku. Gotcha. And Charlie said, hey, hello, Charlie. Heather is here and said, hello. And this was where I gave you my nagging reminders. Are you hydrating? Have you saved? Have you stretched? Done a posture check? Had something to eat? Have you taken care of yourself? For me, the answer is yes to everything except for the save, because I just opened it. Kai says, hello. Yes, this works. Okay, so, and Elizabeth said, hello, you're going to work on some lesson planning today, and you love the thumbnail. So this was when I was over on Elizabeth's stream the other day. We were talking about thumbnails, and the thumbnail that I used for my camp streams was apparently, it was originally a beauty YouTube thumbnail template, but I changed the color palette and everything from very, very pink to orange to go a little bit more with the nano camp color scheme. So Elizabeth said, you can't tell it was a beauty guru template at all, except for the beauty it contains. Lovely. And Cool Gamer is here. Hello. And Christian is here. Hello. And Charlie says, it is a day with hopefully some writing. Yes. And you're almost done with another flash fiction. Ooh, fantastic. And hope to get 2 more done today. That sounds like a great plan. BA is here. Hey, y'all. And it's character naming day for you. Ooh, nice. Excellent. I think I stole Brooke's last name for my character name. I haven't named anybody else. I've just named for the shiny new idea. I've just named the main character. So, but I stole her last name. Elizabeth says, you haven't made April bullet journal pages yet. You need to do that though, because too much is living in the brain and it's in danger of being forgotten. Yes. Megan is here. Hello. With each shiny new idea, your hope for Cinderella dwindles. I know. I'm sorry. I do need to work on Cinderella, and it is on my to-do list up there. But yes, Cinderella has definitely. She will at some point. She will come back and kick my butt for not writing her, I'm sure. Kai says, I'm still not entirely sure what part of your series you want to work on. Just planning to get 15K of new words and 15K of editing done. Oh, I like that idea. Megan says, you just ate a slice of toast with cherry jam on top. Nice. Cherry jam does sound good. Yes, it does, Kai. Megan says, I came up with 2 great names for characters. Now you just need a story for them. Well, are the 2 characters going to be, what's the relationship between the 2? Maybe you can start with that. Heather says, I kind of want to do more work on your new idea as opposed to your fiction. You can relate. Yes. Yeah. All right. Well, the card for today is the White Raven, but it was in the inverse position. So this is our White Raven. And the main message is trust in the magic, because he's a little, we're focusing on the blackboard again, aren't we? Or whiteboard. Yeah. So trust in the magic, but it was in the inverse position. So upside down. Are you being distracted by the illusion of a chaotic universe? Deep in your heart, you know the world is full of magic, and the White Raven has appeared to remind you that the ways of the world can cause spiritual amnesia. Stay awake and alert, for the spirit wants you to enjoy the miracles all around you. Remember, the evidence of the divine order can be seen everywhere. Ask for a sign, it shall be yours. Synchronicities happen all the time, so if you are in a time of challenge and feeling cynical, all you need to do is ask for a reminder. The White Raven will appear to reassure you that all of this is leading to something better, for magic is in the wind. I'm going to be honest, this doesn't feel like it's really resonating with me today, at least not the inverse position. But it's a reminder of sort of like, there is magic, there is synchronicities, there are things that, there are signs that you should be picking up on, or that if you are questioning something, ask for a sign, and there should be something that catches your attention. So maybe this card isn't necessarily meant for me today, but it's meant for somebody. So, White Raven. It's a very good card, though. Oops, you picked a card for me. Uh-oh. And for Heather. Oh, nice. And Kai says, oh, it's actually kind of comforting for me. Oh, good. Good. Okay. So it wasn't necessarily aimed for me, but it was meant for the stream. So there we go. So Megan has the relationship between the 2 character names. One is the name of a young child and the other is the name of their school teacher. Nice. And Julie, hello, pages and pens here and oh so ready. Excellent. Good. All right. Well, y'all, since I made no timers, we should use them, and we will. So I'm going to, we're going to do a 20-minute warm-up instead of a 15 today, because that's how long I made it. This is one of my new two timers for today, and then I should have the longer timers come out tomorrow. So I have a 20 and a 25 that are ready for today, and then the 45 and the 60 are coming out tomorrow. So those are coming if you want the longer sprints. But here we go. So this one is silent. It does have chimes at the end to let us know that time is up. But yes, new timers. So 1, don't forget to save your document if you've already been working this morning. If not, now's a good time to pull it up. 2, make sure you have something to hydrate with and take a sip. Cheers. 3, make sure that you straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. And if you need to give yourself a longer stretch, either in the arms, the back, or the hands, make sure you do that. And also, number 4, make sure that if you need a break to get that hydration, to get a longer stretch, or to get a snack, make sure you're taking care of yourself. Here we go. All right, 20 minutes. Let's do this in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right. That was the first sprint. I may have to adjust that little chime at the end to make it a little louder. Just in the next timers that I make. But there we go. How we doing? Was that a good sprint? Was that a good warm-up? All right. So that is done pretty much. Might add a sentence to that in a second, but for right now, it is good. Alrighty. I did a little bit in my planner, did a little bit in the bullet journal. Did my was just finishing up my tarot reading for the day, or at least for right now. It was a good pull. So I enjoyed that, and so now I will be ready to do the writing for the shiny new idea. And I think I'll be able to incorporate a little bit of the tarot reading into the shiny new idea, but that's going to come a little later, so I might just make a note of it and finish the scene that I'm currently working on for shiny new idea, and then go back to like the intended project for camp and focus on that. But yes. All right. So let me scroll and see how we were doing. Oh, yes. I do have a timer in the works for Devin specifically. It is a 75-minute timer. I have it edited, but I have not rendered or uploaded it yet. So that's going to be what I do after for like in the evening. So that will go up either tomorrow or the next day, depending on when I can get it uploaded. But yes, Devin will have a timer specifically for him. And also, happy first day of Ramadan. Screenwriter's Journey is here. Hello. And Jordan says, hey, Jules, how are you today? I'm good. And you found Lauren on Messenger. Nice. Good. You are going to be writing during the stream, and you're going to attempt doing a Dragon Ball Z fanfic. Nice. Good luck. And Elizabeth, hope the lesson planning goes well. And Jordan also says, I'm going to grab something to eat and drink and be right back. Excellent. Ooh, Christian got 463 words. That was a good sprint. Yes, it was. Excellent. Kai also had a really good sprint, 424 words, and enjoying writing the scene, which is fantastic. We always love when we enjoy writing it, rather than it being a struggle. Heather says, hello, you just created a calendar page for your planner, complete with a section of dot grid for doodling / adding notes. Nice. Excellent. Julie says, I decided to write with Lord of the Rings in the background. Mistakes have been made, but words are still happening. Those movies are just so epic. The soundtracks are as well, but yes, it can definitely be distracting. So, and Heather is working in Canva to make those pages. Excellent. Elizabeth says, I got started. Woo! We're going to have a writing session of 2 hours in class tomorrow, so making the prompt for the assignment now. Excellent. Excellent. You know, I still get views on my blog about my 7 Deadly Sins writing prompt, which essentially was which deadly sin could you flip on its head and be not necessarily a bad thing. And I referenced Full Metal Alchemist because greed turns out not to be a terrible, terrible character at the end. So I still get views on that. It's a little short, little prompt, but yeah. Julie says, it's not a super serious project, so you're allowing yourself to be more relaxed. Excellent. Okay, good. And Elizabeth says, thank you to Jordan. And BA says, looked at some names. You also now have purchased the lifetime characters and locations on campfire writing. Oh, nice. You do plan to get all of the modules, but you'll get the ones you need as it happens. Gotcha. Yes, I should be able to find that. So I will pop that in the chat in the next sprinty sprint. Oh, I love Fullmetal Alchemist. Love it. He's such a good show. So entertaining. Alrighty, so we have the second sprint, so we're going to use the other new timer for today, and it is going to be the candle timer. So my apologies to those of you who tend to get distracted or mesmerized. Let me show you what this looks like. So you can see the bubbles, which is one of the reasons why I started recording it, because I was like, oh, there's bubbles. Yes, I am that child. So there are bubbles the entire time. So you can stare at the flickering candle and the bubbles, and entertain yourself. Or you take it as a meditation break if you need to, but otherwise it is the self-promo sprint. So if you have something you would like to promote, your YouTube channel, your Twitch channel, your Etsy shop, your Amazon author page, your website, your blog, your social medias, any of that kind of thing, if you would like to share, please do so. And make sure that if you do not have the Blue Wrench of Power, you will not be able to post direct links. You can get around that by typing out the in .com. So make sure you promote yourself as we go. So those are your self-promo reminders. And yes, so here we go. Don't forget to save if you were working in your document. 2, make sure you take a sip of whatever it is we're supposed to be hydrating with. Cheers. 3, make sure you straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take one. Get your refill, get you a stretch break, get you a snack, whatever it is you need. Make sure you are taking care of yourself. So here we go. 25-minute candle timer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Alrighty. That was the end of sprint number 2. How'd we do? All right. Don't forget to save. I did make some good bit of progress on the shiny new idea. Let's do the math. I think I got about 500 words. Calculator. Yes, I got 508 words. Okay. Very nice. Save. It is saved. All right, let me, don't forget to pop any of your self promos in the chat. Now's the time to do so. All right, and let me scroll. Kai says, my nephew asked me about anime a few days ago. You were so happy, but he's very sensitive to violence, though, so you're not too sure which ones you would recommend. There are quite a few that are just sort of like cute. There are some that are sort of, well, even some of the ones meant for kids can get kind of I'll have to think about that for a minute. Yeah, I'm not sure which ones to recommend indeed. Yes. And there's the 7 Deadly Sins writing prompt that I posted. And Laura says, my writing advice podcast is now up on Spotify and Apple. It's called Twisted Tendrils. Horrific writing advice. Nice. You're welcome. Hopefully it'll be helpful. Megan says, I have a new Fiverr gig where you offer to create sales copy for your products starting at $15. Check out the Fiverr link. Excellent. And if you need a journal to keep track of your 3-card tarot draws, I made one. It looks like this and is very helpful and useful and fun. So if you want one, you can get one on Amazon. No pressure, though. Megan says, I also have a YouTube video where I go over the 5 C's of copywriting and one of my other Fiverr gigs. And there's the link for that on YouTube. And you have a coffee where you can offer to caption and subtitle your YouTube videos. And there's the commission link for the coffee. And Heather says, I am a freelance editor specializing in line editing, copy editing, and proofreading for indie authors. And there is Heather's website link. And B.A. Pascar says, here's my camp project page at bapascar.com. And there's the link. And Heather says, you also have a channel where you have live streams and videos for writers, and Heather Dewey Petit. And Heather says, my video talking about your Camp Nano project / shiny new idea, which is a health journal and planner for creatives. And there is the link for that. And Elizabeth says, I have a live stream every Thursday at 6 p.m. GMT +2. Is it +2 now or +1? Now I'm confused. But yes, you can follow Elizabeth and then hit the set reminder for your extra live streams. And you can check out Devin's playlist. And you can also follow Elizabeth on Instagram at A Little About Books. And Devin is here. Hello. Howdy. It is now, in fact, an official stream. Now that Devin has arrived. Heather says, I have a series of short videos coming to your coffee regarding information on editing and writing tips. And there's Heather's coffee link. And Devin says, here's my things. The link tree for Dev75. And here's the playlist link, which is also helpful. Thank you, Devin. And Heather says, I forgot to say that I stream at noon Eastern on Sundays as well. There you go. And Devin says, I'm 69 subs away from 50. Now everyone can laugh because I said 69. And Heather says, Devin, I mentioned that to my hubby and he said 78. Shake my head. Elizabeth said, finished planning one assignment. Yay! Now on to another. Excellent. Kai got 401 that sprint. Nice. Elizabeth said, also, I got some tea, the apple raisin cinnamon tea. Very delicious. And Devin says, 78 was not a good year. You had your tonsils removed that year. Oh, no. So sad. Christian got 329 words that time. Excellent. Julie got 498. Yay. More words. Charlie says, I finished the flash fiction you were working on. Yay. Posted it to the Discord and took a break to watch Jamie Dodger. Now you need another prompt. And Heather says, I have successfully duplicated the undated calendar page times 12. Excellent. Good. Heather says, before that, I changed the dot grid sections to something that you liked better. Gotcha. Kate says, hello, hello. Joining for the next sprint to wrestle with the mess that is chapter 45, scene 1. You're already 500 words over the estimated word count. Ooh. That does sound like it's taking a bit of a struggle. Or it could be good. Don't know. Heather says, and my hubby was interviewed by a peer of our son's for his podcast. Nice. Okay, yeah, because of the time change, now it's +2. Okay. Yes. I got it now. My brain works. I swear it works. Screenwriter's Journey says, just recorded a video for how to win a Best Original Screenplay Oscar to be uploaded this afternoon. Ooh, nice. That sounds wonderful. Also, so as I was mentioning earlier, and now that Devin is in the chat, we will be having soon a timer for Devin. So Devin will have a timer that has this image in the background, and it will indeed be 75 minutes. So Devin has a timer that is coming, and will be here eventually. Once I get my computer to render it and then upload it. So yes, so Devin, you have a timer that is built specifically for you coming. In the works. Guy says, oh wow, yes indeed. An hour and 15 minutes just for Devin. I am not saying that I will play said timer on the live stream. I might use it off live, but it will at least be there as an option for everybody. Heather says, Devin, hubby realized he did the math wrong. Oh, no. Yes, nice with the 75. So I usually, since I don't usually have like actual video footage, I usually create a essentially thumbnail in Canva and then import that into Davinci Resolve, which is a free video editing software. And then I had to look up a tutorial on how to do the time code and then reverse it to be a countdown. But yeah, and then you have to, like, once you do the text that's a countdown timer and you have the image, you can put audio underneath it or not, and then render it as a complete, like, whole video itself and then export it. So that's the short of it. So yes. Alrighty. Now we have done the second sprint, so let's do another sprint. And we'll use the 25-minute again. Here we go. Scroll this back up to, there we go. All right. Okay, so don't forget to save. File, save. Don't forget to take a sip of whatever it is you're supposed to be hydrating with. I've finished one glass, so I'm now on to glass 2. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. And 4, make sure that if you need a break for snacks, for refilling the water, for bio breaks, whatever it is you need to do, make sure you do that. And here we go, 25 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right. Okay, y'all, excuse me. I think I do need to blow my nose. I thought I could get away with not doing it, but excuse me. I sneezed and I thought I would be okay, but no. All right. So, how do we do? That was sprint number 3. I got another 576 words, and I was very happy because I just decided to go to like the notes section of Scrivener and like start doing more of the like later stuff, that way I don't forget it down the line. So I have decided and written down the like bare bones minimum of sort of the conflict that's going on, and the meet cute, where the two characters meet, the sort of impetus behind their denial of attraction. This is going to be a romance, apparently, as well as a murder mystery. So yeah, so I've gotten like the bare bones of that written down. So there we go. So I'm not quite done with the bare bones of the well, I guess I am. So they've met. They're both like stating why they are not interested in each other. And then there's going to be a trick and trap going on. So they will be forced into close proximity and partnership. Because I am the evil author deity, and I will smush my characters together, because that's what's going on. Yeah, no, the story starts with a murder mystery that the female lead hears through a wall, and then she like hears somebody dragging the body down to the stairwell and then like out to the garden. So she like, is very curious, and she follows them because she's not sure why somebody would be dragging them down the hallway out to the garden when that's not the direction for the medicine room. So her curious little investigative heart follows, and then she hears like digging in the garden, and so she runs away and tells her family. But then by the time they get back there, there's no body, there's no evidence, nothing happens. So they're like, oh, you must have dreamed this. Anyway, she gets letters later that prove that it was not her imagination. And so, things occur. And she gets a letter prior to the meet cute that makes her suspicious, at least initially, that the male lead would be the culprit. But he's not. Still don't know who it is, but I'm going to have to figure that out later. So anyway, so I am building some sort of something. I don't know if it's going to be any good or not, but it's there. All right. Here we go. So Christina said hello, came in right before that sprint. Heather has also been thinking about making a timer. It has been very fun, but I did have to, with Davinci, the program that I use, I did not realize that it kept all of the clips in like a separate place as well. And so it's like partially rendering them in the process. So anyway, so I had a cache of data from this program. It was like 111 gigs big. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. Why did you keep this? I have it saved in another spot. I don't need you to save it again. But it's apparently something that it does in the process of rendering. So I deleted 111 gigs off of my hard drive because I'm not using those anymore. So that's apparently, if you use DaVinci Resolve, you have to periodically go in and delete the cache. So yeah. And I consumed brownie. I went to go get some more water or caffeine or something, and then I consumed a brownie as well. Kate got 169 fitful words, but you did abandon your outline, which typically bodes well. Okay. I can't quite tell if this is sarcasm and the bodes well or not. So you'll have to tell me if you are a planner or a pantser, because I can't remember off the top of my head. Christian got 349 words. Excellent. Elizabeth said, I think I finished the 2 assignments. You're going to look over them and do some life planning in the bullet journal next. Excellent. Yes, murder mystery. I'm trying to decide how many more bodies I would like to stack up in the story, not me personally. Sometimes like things come out of my mouth and I'm like, wait, that sounds slightly sinister. But yes, I will have to figure out exactly how many bodies need to be tallied up for this particular story, and if this villain should be caught and dealt with, or just like there are clues that point towards them. Or like maybe there should be, I don't know, we'll see. We're going to see if this is going to turn into a soap opera. Like the villain dies in a fiery explosion, but there's no body type of thing. We shall see. Charlie says, I found another prompt that might turn into a plot bunny of its own, but I think I can do just one flash fiction out of it for now. Basically, Robin Hood in space. Love that. You're so predictable. Not really, but I do love a good Robin Hood story. So Robin Hood in space, yes, please. Kai says 410, you're going to have a bath and then get some dinner as the internet is acting up. Oh no. Hopefully it will be better in the last hour of the sprints. I hope so too. And Heather says no writing or working with the graphics that time, interaction with the family. That's fine too. You are firmly a planter. You have to outline before you write, but your best stuff usually comes from the seat of your pants as you are writing. Gotcha. Understood that. And JL, hello. You're actually mentioning you in your title screen for the video you're about to load. Oh, yay. You did a card pull and wanted to give you credit for where you got the idea. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Elizabeth said, did the door in the background move? Maybe, those doors should not have, but they are not fully closed, so they could have. I don't know. Maybe all the stacked bodies toppled over in there. Maybe. That is the conundrum that all murder mystery writers must face. How many kills? Yes, indeed. And that was, I still love and both am irritated at one of my college professors. It was for my detective fiction class that I took. And he told us day one that part of the syllabus, part of the class, was that we would be writing our own detective fiction stories after we sort of like got a hold on what the core elements of like of detective fiction were. And I decided that I wanted to have a little kid detective. And he took us through this brainstorming activity of like building our characters, creating the image of them in our head. And so I built little Garrett. And I knew that I wanted him to be kid detective. And then he tells us, you must have a body on page 1. Because that is like the core of detective fiction, like real hardcore detective fiction. Body on page 1. And I was so mad because I was like, I'm gonna have a kids detective. Like, I wasn't intending to have bodies. He's like, no, you gotta have a body. You gotta have a body on page 1. And I was like, fine, I'll murder a teddy bear. So I had a teddy bear body on page 1. And he left. He gave me an A for that, but yeah. So I had to have a teddy bear on a dead and decapitated teddy bear on page 1 for my Garrett story, because that was how he made us roll. So yeah, that was definitely, I both am interested in uh, how many bodies, but also no, had to be dead body. But yeah, I suppose you might could do a sleeping body that you question whether or not it's dead. But yeah. Heather says, I feel the same way. Kate, some of your best writing is seat of the pants based. Yes, because that's when you know the creative juices are flowing. You definitely need an outline to kind of, yeah, I mean, outlines do help reel in your story and make sure that it continues to be creative and appropriately paced. So, it's all good. All right. 4th sprint. Share. All right, here we go. We're going to just continue. We're going to keep on rolling, keep on getting this done. So save your document. I do need to save mine because I don't think I've saved it after the last sprint. 2, make sure you take a sip of whatever it is you're hydrating with. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take one. Make sure you are hydrating, make sure you are stretching, make sure you are getting a snack if you need one. All the good stuff. So here we go. 25 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right. How was that? All righty. I need to take the banner off. I was doing some work by hand, so I probably got about 500 because I got about 2 pages written by hand. And it's about $2.50 per page on this particular notebook. So got around 500 more, so that puts me at about 15 to 1600 for the stream thus far. Pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, it's going well. I can definitely I definitely feel like I'm doing pretty good. Yay. Yeah. Yep. I just realized I did something for my bullet journal that's not going to really work for me, so I'm going to have to figure out how to work around that. Maybe I'll... well, it might be doable. We'll see. All right. Kate says, exactly, I need the structure of the outline to keep track of big picture stuff and give you structure. But once you're writing, it's all about the flow. Yes. And Stacy stopped by to say hello and hit the like button. You're fighting off a migraine as the cooler weather is rolling in. See you tomorrow. Yeah, definitely. Hope you feel better. Make sure that y'all are listening to your bodies and making sure that y'all are taking breaks when you need them. Christian got 221 words that time. Excellent. Elizabeth finished with the schoolwork from the evening, yay, and moved on to making a monthly spread in your bujo. It's going to be a busy month. Yes, because isn't your wedding this month? Do I have that right? So you have all of that stuff, as well as trying to finish your story. So, or at least get some of your writing done. So yes. Megan says, I gave the dog a bath and neither of us enjoyed the experience. Oh no. Oh, sad face. Yeah, we had my brother's pups. All 3 of them were also over here when they came to visit. And so they wanted to, of course, explore the backyard, but the backyard is not completely fenced. So we kind of had to keep an eye on them. We tried to keep them contained up on the deck by using like 2 ladders that were kind of staggered, so they had the bars that they couldn't fit through. Didn't work. One of them is an escapee dog and escaped several times. So yeah. We had to keep going out and checking on them and making sure that the escaped dog came back several times. So we wound up putting like barrier, like basket and yard tool things in front of the holes so that she wouldn't be able to let go. But some of them were light enough that she could kind of move out the way and then go. So, you know. Kate says 182 words. Kind of feels like you lost the whole scene thread. Oh no. So you're just going to reread the scene this next sprint. Yeah, and hopefully you'll be able to sort of like pick out like why it's going kind of sideways or something. Yeah, that's that feeling of like, this is not going where it should go. This is not going where I expect it to go. What's wrong? What's missing? Where did I go wrong? Yeah. You got to find those turning points. So yes, 2 weeks. 2 weeks till Elizabeth gets married. 2 weeks. It's going to be a very busy 2 weeks. For sure. But congrats early. In case we don't remember to let you know right before. So Heather says, I spent that sprint sketching a book in a watercolor journal, and that felt good. Oh, good. Yay. Good. So this is kind of random, but I got a jury summons in the mail yesterday. So I am expected to go show up at the courthouse in I think 3 weeks. 3 weeks. Yeah, essentially 3 weeks. So I gotta do my civic duty. And so it'll be, of course, on a Monday is when that starts. So I don't know how long or how many days or how involved the jury is going to be. And even if they'll select me to be on said jury. But yeah, so I have at least one day that I am not going to be scheduling a stream. So hooray. Thanks, we are en route. Yes. Yep. Heather says maybe that's one of the reasons you had a migraine, because the weather rolling in as well. Yeah. Well, I mean, and springtime pollen will do a number on you for sure. That is definitely one of the reasons for recent headaches for myself. Is just the amount of pollen that is in the air, or blows around when there's any type of breeze, is kind of ridiculous where I am. So, my car needs a good wash, but I'm not going to bother to wash it for another week and a half because there's still going to be more pollen. So my car is black, so it shows up like all the pollen. Oh well, it will eventually get a wash, but not right now. That is for sure. Maybe I'll just take it through a car wash instead of doing it myself. Who knows? I will figure that out later. But let's go ahead and do another sprint. All right. There we go. All right. Kai says, internet is back. Yay! And you figured out what characters and storylines you want to concentrate on. Hooray! Excellent. Good job. All right. Here we go. Don't forget to save. Make sure that you take a sip of whatever you are hydrating with. Cheers. Make sure that you straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for the posture check. And make sure that if you need a break for refilling the hydration, for a bio break, for a snack, whatever, make sure you take that break. Here we go, 25 minutes. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Alrighty, how was that? How was our 5th sprint? I managed to tear a page in my bullet journal, the corner, because I was trying to do washi tape around the corner and continue on to the next page, and I apparently tugged too hard, and it tore the top corner of. So I just reinforced it with some extra washi tape, and hopefully it'll be fine. That's kind of what we're working with. It's just like, hopefully it'll be fine. And if not, it's not perfect. It'll be fine. But yeah, so I managed to do that. Oopsies. So yeah. Oh, and my antivirus is like, oh, we found one web thread. Show it again later. I'm not going to pay attention to it right now. Alrighty. Let's see how we did. I got a couple of 100 words written, but then I started doing some of the other things in my bullet journal, so I got distracted. So I think I've got about 1,800 words so far, and so I'll do a little bit after I go off live, but yeah, still got a little bit of work to do just because I've been slightly distracted. But I also have some things in my bullet journal that I'll finish, so we will see what gets done first. Probably the bullet journal, if I'm being honest. Where are we? Becca arrived. Hello. So I mentioned what the card for today was, and Becca said I was feeling a bit cynical today, so the card really helps. Oh, good. And Kai got 153 words. Excellent. Good. Kate reread the scene and took a lot of notes. Okay. You think you need to call your critique partner and talk it through. Most of this is workable, but the last 3 pages need shuffling around. Gotcha. Elizabeth finished the monthly spread and finally jotted some dates and important stuff down. Yay! Now you repeat, so you're going to head to bed. See you lovely people. Bye. Have a good evening. Sweet dreams. B.A. Pascar says, I updated some information and the backstory of one character and finally named your main character. Yay. Names are hard. Names are real hard. Kai says, have a good night to Elizabeth. And Megan says, I wrapped the poor cold dog in a blanket and then stared off into space, daydreaming during the sprint. Sometimes daydreams are the best kind of brainstorming, though. Those are often very, very good times for ideas to percolate. Yeah, I mean, I'm pleased with the progress that I have made thus far in Shiny New Idea. So I'm pleased for the moment, anyway. Let's see, what's the, yeah, one of the things that I have adjusted in certain pieces of the Scrivener is the spacing in between paragraphs. It gets a little hard sometimes when they don't automatically have space in between paragraphs. Gets a little hard to like visualize the break in dialogue or the break in descriptions and like who's paying attention and stuff. So I went in and I adjusted it for certain bits. I adjusted the spacing, but the default is to have no space at all. And so I could get around it by getting into the habit of hitting enter twice, but that's annoying and I would have to fix that later. So I would rather just have the space in between the paragraphs. But that is a thing that I will worry about later. I can always adjust the scene by scene as I write them. I was just noticing there was a difference between my notes page, which now looks like a whole cluster of words all like smushed together, versus my scenes that are a little bit more visually interrupted. So that needs to be things that needs to be fixed. Yeah. Christian got 500, essentially 500 words that time, 491. Excellent. Megan says, a friend has received some bad news but doesn't want to talk about it yet, so you're imagining the worst. Oh, no. And feel like, whoops, don't want to go down this line of thinking. Yeah, because sometimes you feel like, well, I don't know if you in particular, but like sometimes if you're imagining all the worst things that could happen, sometimes it feels like you're conjuring that up into the universe, and it's just not fun times. So hopefully whatever it is that is bad news is not as bad as we think, and hopefully it's the kind of news that can resolve itself. Hopefully. But yeah. All righty. Let me copy, paste, enter. Okay, so I'm popping Devin's playlist in the chat. So don't forget to visit Devin for all of the wonderful live streams that are going on. And Devin has been working very hard to add all of the camp streams to the playlist. So thank you, Devin. And yes, also, I guess I did not update the camp project yesterday, so I need to go in and do that. Can we, I know I'm going to have to remember how to retroactively like add words for yesterday's date or something, but yeah. So there we go. That needs to happen at some point. Heather says, I must be getting tired. I was trying to create a new new project in the Camp Nano site and instead created a new goal. You have to fix that somehow, sometime later. Exactly. All right, y'all. Well, let's see who is currently streaming. Let's see. Okay, so Morgan is streaming. So let me post Morgan's link specifically. Paste. And y'all don't forget to go over to Laura's channel and Laura Nettles and to HK Darkwood. I think both of their channels should be in the description. But yes, don't forget to go over and visit them because we usually do use their timers. Just since I had created some new ones, I wanted to use them. But yes, so don't forget to check out Devin's playlist, check out Morgan's stream, and make sure you save your documents, y'all. Save them all. Let me hit save one more time. So that you do not lose any of your forward progress. I hope you are having a fantastic Sunday, and hopefully you are having a wonderful start to camp and start to April. Hopefully we can continue on and reach all of our goals for this month. That would be amazing. So, with all that in mind, I will say goodbye, and I will see y'all Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1 to 3, and Sundays, 2 to 5. I will be around, so I will see you soon in the chats, if not here. All right, bye, y'all.